Hello, my name is Alex Davidson. I'm with the Hobby Quest, and today I'm going to be showing you the mind reading trick. So, in this envelope, I have a whole bunch of cards. We're going to pull these out. Now, as you can see, I have a blue card, a red card, and a yellow card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call someone up from the audience and ask them to choose a random card from the set here. So let's say, hypothetically, they chose blue. Now, it's interesting that they chose blue because I actually knew that they would choose blue all the way from at the beginning of this trick. In fact, I knew this way before any of this started because I have something special inside the envelope. I'm going to ask the audience member to please reach inside the envelope, and inside they will find one card remaining. One card that was not taken out before. And in here we will find that it says, you will choose the blue color. Now, this is the thing about this trick. It only works once in front of one group. And I think you're going to see why that is in a moment. So let's reset the trick. Let's put it all back together. I'm going to put this all back into my envelope here. So, resetting. Pretending we've never seen anything before. So, hello, my name is Alex Davidson. I'm with the Hobby Quest, and I'm going to show you this really cool mind reading trick. So in here I have 3 cards. I have blue, red, and yellow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask an audience member to come up. Please choose one color. Same thing as before. But this time, let's say they chose yellow. Well, let me tell you. It's interesting that they chose that card because I knew they would choose that card way at the beginning of the trick. In fact, I almost kind of pushed that color onto them without them even realizing it because it was written on my pencil the entire time. It says, you will choose yellow. So I think you're starting to piece together how this trick works. Let's go ahead and do it one more time. We're going to reset the trick, put everything back into our envelope. Just like that. Again, never seen the trick before. Pretend this is the first time we've ever seen it. So, hello, my name is Alex Davidson, blah, 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 blah. Let me grab these 3 cards. In here I have a blue, a red, and a yellow card. I asked an audience member to come up. And let's say this time they choose red. Ah, well, it was interesting that you chose the red card, sir, because I knew you would do that way at the beginning of the entire trick. In fact, I think you're going to find something interesting. What I'm going to ask you to do is flip over the blue card. I have them flip over the blue card. Very good. Now I'm going to ask you to flip over the yellow card for me. And then they're going to flip over the yellow card. And now finally, I'm going to ask them to flip over the red card. And under here is, you will choose the red color. So that is the mind reading trick. So the way this trick works is pretty self-explanatory once you've seen the other 3 options. Like once you've seen all 3 options, you can kind of figure out how it works. But there's a bit more to it than might be on the surface. So firstly, we can grab our envelope and dump out the 3 cards just like this. So I have my 3 cards. Now the thing to point out, the you will choose blue card is slightly larger than the rest, which makes it so that if I pinch it like this and dump them out, that one will not fall. So I'm going to close this and set it down. I make sure to close it so that they can't see inside and see that card. Now I'm going to take these, I'm going to put the blue card, the red card, and the yellow card out. Now, because I didn't have an audience member when I performed this originally, I didn't have the ability to hand this pencil to them. But oftentimes what I'll do is hand this pencil to them and tell them to point with the pencil which one they want. So that makes it all the more spectacular when they choose the yellow one, and then you can say, I want you to take a look at the pencil that you are holding, and then they will see you will choose yellow. So that makes it a little bit more spectacular. Now, if they do that, if they choose the yellow one, what you want to do is grab the blue and red cards and the envelope and take them away. because you don't want them to end up like reaching over and trying to grab something else. A lot of times people get really excited and they go, ooh, what else is there? And then they don't realize you should never grab a magician's things without asking. So putting it back like this, if they choose blue, then what I would do is I would say, they've chosen blue. Okay, can I have the pencil back? I grab the pencil, I take the red, I take the yellow, and now I say, you've chosen these two things. I want you to look inside the envelope. And of course they will look inside and find the you will choose blue card inside. Last but not least, if they choose red, then once again you say, can I have the pencil back? You take the pencil, you take the envelope, and now you don't want to tell them to just flip this one over. This is really important. You actually have to tell this to the kids, because the kids, they just want to I want to show them the thing. Flip over the red card. Now, if you flip over the red card, the immediate assumption that everyone has is, oh, it says the same thing behind the blue, and it says the same thing behind the yellow. And if you tell them afterward to flip these, their suspension is already, thrown out the window. They're no longer, excited to see what happens, so that ruins the effect of it. So instead, you always want to tell the kids that the first thing you do is you tell them to flip one of these. I'm going to say yellow. Then you tell them to flip the other, and then you can flip the red one. And then it says you will choose the red color. And that is how the mind reading trick works.